Unit 2, page 20. Exercise 5. 1.
Hey, Mike, could you do me a huge favour? My cousin Stella is flying in at 2 o'clock tomorrow and I have a lecture then, so I can't meet her. Would you mind taking the train to the airport and picking her up?
Sure, I don't mind. Just tell me what she looks like so I know who I'm looking for.
Well, she's in her early 20s. She's tall and thin with straight dark hair and brown eyes. She used to have wavy blonde hair, but she's gone back to her natural look. Anyhow, she wears casual clothes, so she'll be wearing jeans, a t-shirt and a jacket. She's quite pretty, so I'm sure you'll notice her.
So you said medium height with straight blonde hair?
No, I said... Look, I'll just send a photo of her to your phone. Then there's no way you can make a mistake.
2.
Oh no! I can't find my mobile. I'm totally lost without my phone.
I know what you mean, though my phone comes second to my sketchbook. It's important to stay in touch with people, sure, but I'm constantly stopping to draw things I see, and it drives me mad if I can't do it.
Can't you sketch on a mobile or a laptop?
I've tried the drawing app on the phone, but it's just not the same. I do photograph my sketches and save them on my laptop, but drawing on paper is the one thing I really love doing, so I always need to have my sketchbook with me.
3.
There are many ways to judge your personality type, but has it ever occurred to you that the sorts of snacks you choose to eat can reveal a lot about you? For example, outgoing and confident people often choose snacks like crisps or chips with ketchup because they're not particularly worried about bothering others by making noise. People who are well organized tend to go for healthy snacks, like small carrots or apple slices. Those who are not very self-confident or are self-conscious opt for whatever they can consume neatly and without being noticed, such as an energy bar or nuts. Though not peanuts because the smell is too strong.
4.
Are you planning to take up a sport this year? I've already signed up for the mixed football team. I think it's great having boys and girls playing together, especially as I know I'm just as good as a lot of the boys.
Yeah, I like football too, but I'm not great at it. Actually, I've decided on tennis. I was thinking about ice hockey, but I discussed it with my parents and we decided that we can't really afford to buy all the equipment.
True, it is very expensive. Tennis isn't cheap either though, and it takes a lot of training and practice, doesn't it?
It does, but I'm willing to put in the time, and I already have a tennis racket. My parents are all for it. They just told me not to fall behind with my schoolwork.
5. People who are planning to visit London for the first time often ask me what the best way of getting around is. I think it's partly about personality and personal choice, and it's also a matter of what you can afford. I mean, taxis are a great option, especially if you're afraid of getting lost, but they can cost a lot. I'm a more adventurous, independent person, so I like getting a travel pass and using the buses. You can jump off when you see something interesting, and you get a real sense of the city, which is why I always recommend this method. Travelling by underground is good too, but it may be confusing because you can't see where you are, and it is often very cramped and uncomfortable. 6.
So, we're down to 3 choices for the memorial to our first female mayor. A statue of her by a local artist, renaming a street in her honour, or naming the Central Library after her. Personally, since she was such a modest person, I feel the statue is something she would not have appreciated, and I think anyone who knew her well would agree. Given that she was a great reader and a passionate supporter of libraries, I'm all for naming the library in her honour. The street name idea is nice as well, but we know how much confusion that can lead to. not to mention the expense to local businesses, so I really can't get behind that idea. Anyhow, you know where I stand, and I think it's time for a vote.